Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, your reading for the week ahead. A mixed bag this week. Lots about collaboration, the need for collaboration, but fallouts and frustrations that may either be preceding or succeeding these events. Question to be asking yourself for the week ahead is, are you peacemaker or are you having to stand your ground necessarily? You have the Four of Wands in reverse here, so there may be troubles either at home, within the workplace, within collaborations. These aren't necessarily unsurmountable. They're not necessarily difficulties that are going to last long term, but it will call for you to think about other people's opinions, other people's viewpoints, how to bring people together. Again, why I was asking, are you going to be peacemaker or are you going to be perhaps the one that is causing some of these issues and frustrations? So again, don't necessarily take too much of a stark stance this week. Think about what would benefit the collective, what would benefit the people around me. Again, themes that might be of, well, what do I want as an individual and what would benefit the group? And do some of my own personal likes and dislikes need to be put on the back burner in order to maintain collective harmony? There may be issues in the workplace that arise, from a drunken Christmas party, or it might be that you didn't receive the Christmas bonus that you'd quite liked, or there's just frustrations and kind of tensions as we start to wind towards the end of the year and people are just naturally get a bit knackered, or there are some deadlines, that last little final push. There's definitely some crossovers with your reading and Leo's reading, as you both have the Five of Cups. A reminder here of focusing on what is working rather than what isn't working. Again, remember that complaining is contagious, misery loves company, all of that thing. So you're going to have to work slightly extra hard this week to maintain that slightly upbeat and optimistic outlook, which so ordinarily Sagittarians embody with full vigor. There is also a separate theme here about resistance to change. What are we holding on to tightly? What are we not allowing ourselves to let go of? Again, that might be around some of the opinions that we have. No, I'm right. I'm not changing for anybody. Said a lot of this because we have the Four of Pentacles in here in conjunction with the Tower reversed. The Tower reversed, the Tower card is very much the biggest change, sudden changes, sudden shifts, about breaking the status quo, and the Four of Pentacles very much representing the status quo. Are you needing to challenge people on belief systems or opinions or stances that they've been holding for a long time? Again, one of the big questions that you're going to need to ask yourself this week is, do I need to shake things up? Do I need to perhaps prod people in the side? Do I need to be that maverick? Do I need to incite some of these changes that are long overdue? Or am I shaking the hornet's nest unnecessarily? Am I causing drama? Am I causing frustrations because I'm making it a little bit more about me rather than about the collective? So it's important this week to be thinking before acting, and asking yourself this question: is this useful? Is this conducive? Will this help move things forward? Or is it actually going to create unnecessary, there's a particular word that I'm looking for, discord, or unnecessarily disharmony within a particular group? So again, that could be friends, that could be family, and that could be about work, possibly all three. So you may find yourself on either side of the fence as peacemaker, as mediator, as trying to get other people to see other people's side, going, hang on a second, maybe reserve judgment, maybe think about how they're seeing things as well. You might find yourself in that situation, or you might find yourself in the situation where, again, you're thinking, come on, guys, let's get moving, let's get forward. But what is undeniable is these themes around collaboration, the need to work with other people towards the common goal is essential. This is not a week for trying to do it alone, not a week for again, standing by your opinions and values so vehemently that it starts to alienate or ostracize you from the group at large, particularly with the Five of Cups, the Lord of Sorrow here. We don't want to fall into this place of isolation or feeling slightly shut out. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to fake it. You have to go along with things that you don't necessarily agree with. Is it worth holding your tongue, taking a step back and just observing rather than trying to interfere or shake things up or move things? Only you'll be able to answer that question. As I mentioned before, lots around change here and the sticking of change. You'll have to decide, is this in relation to more other people or is it to me? Am I holding on to things unnecessarily? The Five of Cups would perhaps suggest that there are areas that we're doing that. Are we frightened of change? Because the Tower reverse says, although we may resist change or try and hold on to things at the moment for longer than they've needed to, what will likely happen is that it will just delay the inevitable, or the results of those change will be felt more pronouncedly. Don't think that's a word, but in a more pronounced way, should we say. Embrace change, go with it, go with the flow, and particularly embrace change if it is coming from the input, insights, and suggestions of other people. If your initial reaction is, no, I don't want to do that, take a beat, look at your reasoning why you don't want to do that. Are you being a team player this week? And if not, why not? That can be a really, really helpful little thing. Again, as we move towards this festive period, as we well know, sometimes families can be quite challenging and family dynamics, and everybody wants different things at different times. The best description I've ever heard of people having arguments is two people wanting different things at a different time, and that's what causes arguments. And again, if we can enter into that kind of arena with that attitude, with that sense of compassion, with that sense of wisdom and understanding, it will make us much better equipped to go, okay, I can see what you want, and actually look at the reasons why somebody is perhaps making this demand or perhaps wanting things to fall in this particular way. Because sometimes we just think people are being a pain in the behind, but actually maybe their intention is good, it's just slightly coming out in the wrong way. So yeah, it's going to be really, really an interesting navigation between personal relationships, but done correctly and done right, you're likely to come out of it looking a bit like a saint and a savior, and people think, oh, you're really mature and you've really brought this together. So it may very well be your moment to shine, but if you tread in the if you put your foot in the wrong place, or in your mouth, indeed, then you're likely to create more disharmony than harmony. So allow that to be your guiding light for the week ahead. How do I create more harmony? That's the word I was looking for. More harmony within groups. Okay, I hope that helps, and see you next time. Bye for now, and be sure to check out your rising sign and your moon sign and sun sign if you haven't already for a more rounded reading. You can check the link in this description below if you don't know how to do that, and it'll tell you how. Okay, bye for now.